Welcome back to Creating Anarchy, everybody. It's your girl Brosia, China, and today we are talking about friendships with the opposite sex. Are you ready, China?
Oh, I'm ready. I really want to get into this. I mean, I know it's very controversial. Like, I think a lot of people feel like they probably can't, like, it may be like a controlling thing, or they feel like maybe they have enough self-control to contain if somebody
Yeah,
has feelings for them.
definitely controversial. Did you see our comments on our most recent post?
I did. I did.
Yo, I was like, damn. And then some of the DMs we got, crazy. That you've been
What?
ready, Lynette. A lot of
Um,
people have been writing me telling me they've been excited for this one. So I'm excited you guys are excited. That's why we like to allow you guys to pick the topic, because we want you to look forward to it the same way that we do. And thank you.
so do you think, like, well, have you ever had friends express their feelings for you?
Yeah, a girl has expressed her feelings for me, and I've had guy friends that got friend zoned, but they did try to get at me first, and they got friend zoned, and then like later on are like, hey, let me try it again. And then I also had a friend that was my like best friend for a really long time, and then made things uncomfortable by almost like competing with my significant other.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
weird.
so that got
That's
messy.
difficult.
Yeah. What about
Um,
you? Have you ever?
no, for sure. I've had friends express their feelings to me. But for me, I've never had feelings for like a friend of mine, of the opposite sex. Like when they came to me and they said that, I almost felt sorry for them because it was like,
Oh,
because it's like, damn.
I have
I
nothing
thought,
to offer you here.
yeah, and it's like you just like I feel like maybe like once you cross that line, like it's like
Things
you.
things get uncomfortable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, for
It's not
sure.
that it gets blown though. It depends on the circumstances, the person, how your significant other feels, things like that, if you're even in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it doesn't necessarily always just mean deal breaker, like with the friendship. So that's like a good thing about it, like it doesn't mean, oh, you just try to get at me, we can never be friends again,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I've had a homegirl express her love for me, and that was super weird because I knew we like get drunk and kiss type shit, but she expressed like deeper feelings. Like this whole time, I've always had these feelings for you, and like she's like, a little upset about it, and I'm like, well, like it took me back, but I
Yeah.
just, explained to her like, you could have told me that, but that's not what it is between us. This is what it is between us. And now we could just continue forward. But, like, I think that for her, maybe she's like, damn, you rejected me, you know?
So it got awkward. It got awkward
Yeah.
for
And granted,
sure.
that's not the opposite sex, but that's someone who I expected to strictly be my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, to confess your love for me is like wild.
So what about you though? Like, have you ever had feelings or been attracted to somebody of the opposite sex?
Like a friendship.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Very good. Because I'm like, yeah, bitch. uh, no. If I am attracted to you and I'm single, I'm not going to befriend you. Like we are not friends. We are going to be it. So I've never had a friend that I wanted to be with. It was always just vice versa.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've had friends that um may look nice to my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I think you look good if you're an attractive person. You're an attractive person. I've never had like once you're in that position with me, especially if I'm in a relationship, like when I'm in a relationship, I don't know, like it's just not in me to feel that. And I don't mean to sound like a saint or this or that because I know at the end of the day,
But what
like
if you're
feelings
single?
happen. Even when I was single, like I've known people since I was like a young buck, like 12. You know what I mean? And they've expressed their feelings to me, and it just Even when I was single, it just was not okay. And I mean, even one of them expressed their feelings to me while they were in a relationship with somebody else.
Oh my
And
God.
he would come and hang out at my house, and she didn't like me, but we weren't hanging out like just alone. It was when I
But see,
lived
that's
in
why.
Miami, and we
Like
were
that's why
all a group of
people
friends.
that's why people are against it, because he had a girlfriend and he's over here like, yeah, this is my friend, chill out. But then he's all in love with you and spending all this time at your house. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where
Yeah,
the
but
issue.
she was very disrespectful too. Like she came at me wrong. Like she talked shit. She always tried,
Oh,
like,
between you and her, like for sure. But like, like as far as the relationship goes, you're not supposed
oh
to be,
yeah,
if you know what I'm saying. Like
you were not
it
supposed to
it
be
gets
there.
really complicated. I'm really excited to get into this. I'm gonna read one of these comments. Finding Ori said, I had a friend who
Mm.
wanted to be with me and literally was my best friend, and I just let him know I didn't feel that way. I
I'm interested to know if she's still friends with him because she is in a
Well,
relationship now.
she said I didn't let it become awkward. I kept the friendship. So maybe still friends. We got some black hearts. Drop them black hearts, everybody. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, maybe. Like I can see. You know what? I had a friend, and I'm still friends with this person. Confess his feelings for me to my mother when we were like really like we were way younger, and my mom told me, and she'd be like, "You should be with him," and stuff like that. And I like wasn't into it, but I did address it, and it didn't get weird between us at all.
No. Okay, but
Yeah,
do you still carry a friendship like
today,
throughout the yeah,
today.
today? Okay.
This is the same friend though that I said would compete with my significant other at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, would
So
and not
there.
necessarily like in a disrespectful way, just like it's disrespectful because it's disrespectful, but it wasn't like blatant. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
really like low key, and
You
thought
just
I was
peeped it.
available and thought that okay, this is my second shot and took it, and you wasn't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
No.
then, and I will admit I didn't address that. Things did just get weird. I kind of pushed that person off for a while. And then we rekindled it because we have a really like solid friendship. So
So, Finding Ori did reply back when I asked if they were
I
still
saw,
friends. She said
yeah,
both have relationships but don't hang out. So, okay, if you have a past with somebody, like you guys are friends, but you guys get into relationships with people, but you no longer hang out or barely talk, are you guys still
friends.
friends?
Yeah, and my answer to that is no. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you are associates. I think that if you see each other out, you'll speak. But the depths of friendship that I consider, I wouldn't consider that a friend.
Yeah, well, as far as being friends with the opposite sex, because I mean, I know a lot of people that, like, I've been to school with, I was cool with, I knew them years ago, and if I saw them out, I'd say, oh, hey, what's up? How are you? This is,
Yeah,
my husband, whatever, and keep it moving. I wouldn't say that's my friend. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? I mean, I have very few friends of the opposite sex, but the few friends that I do have, I am very close with, but um, they've become close with my partner too. Like I've made, we've all connected, and sometimes they're on the phone,
Yeah,
and I'm like, what? Like that's supposed to
yeah.
be my friend, but you know what I mean? And I think that's like important.
hmm So I, growing up, was always like, you're not gonna have any girlfriends. That was my thing. And I had got with somebody that had a lot of homegirls, right? And I was like at first super like, what? No, 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 no. But I didn't want to say no because that's not my place, right? We're just
Mm-hmm.
getting together. It's not my place. But I ended up befriending his best friend. Like, and now like her and I began to talk more than him and her. So I think
Mm-hmm.
those type of things are, healthy, but it's such a thin line for that to be acceptable. Like I think there is no like, oh, that's okay. Like we had a DM today. Someone's like, oh, the people who say no are insecure. Only the confident people will say that that's okay. I
But that same
disagree.
person did say that they have been attracted to the opposite sex. I mean, like an
Their
opposite sex
friend of the
friend.
opposite.
And you
See?
want to know what's very funny is, okay, we had two votes, right? One was, I believe, have you ever been sexually attracted to a friend, or has a friend ever expressed that feeling to you?
Mm-hmm.
A majority of people had said yes, like the majority vote was yes, right? But then when you went to our other one where it was like, are you comfortable with your partner having opposite sex friendships? A lot of them also did say they were comfortable with it. But
Can
then
I
you turn
read?
around,
Can I read some of those?
yes, of course, please.
Okay, so um, let me find it. Sorry, guys. I screenshotted it to make sure I could come back and read it later. Okay, so um, if they ever fucked and if I can trust him. So that's what this is. The depends. The people who said it depends, this is what it depends on. Someone said depends on the respect in it and are they acting super possessive. And then someone else said, which I want to touch on, only if they're gay. Anything else, a nigga just has patience and is waiting for his opportunity. Got me fucked up. So I mentioned this a couple episodes ago, I believe.
Oh,
I
I am
know
ready to
a
get into
fully
this one.
a fully gay man who has either has or has had sex with his friends more than once and enjoys it. So don't think, fellas, that your woman is safe. And I'm not saying don't let her like be friends with a gay man, but just don't think it's safe how this guy is so confident. Like if he's gay, it's all good, because gay men will fuck their best friends. Like let me just fucking say that, like for sure.
Damn, you out here ruining like relationships right
The
now,
gay
girl. Like,
I'm just saying
don't
it
do
doesn't
it.
differ. A man is a man. You have a dick. You got a pussy. Y'all can fuck. Like people don't care sometimes.
So you don't think it makes any difference if a man is gay versus if he's not?
No, because I think so.
I
There's a
beg to
feminine.
differ.
I was about to say there's like a feminine man, right? And he, predominantly hangs out with girls. So of course his friends are going to be of girl groups who got dudes, and your girl won't mess with him, whatever. But that don't mean he don't have the thought of being like, I'll fuck her if I get drunk enough. Like some gay dudes really don't like pussy. Others don't care. And I'm saying that, so that's why it doesn't make a difference.
No, I think it
If
makes
you'll
a
fuck a
difference.
woman, how? I want to hear your take on how it makes a difference.
I mean, because I think you are speaking for a very small percentage of gay men or gay
We're
women.
going to talk about
Um,
numbers.
yeah, because
Ugh, talk about
okay,
numbers.
listen, because you know what? Girls be doing girls too, and some dudes don't like that. Some dudes don't like their girlfriends hooking up with their girlfriends. Um, some guys hook up with their homeboys, and we don't know. You know what I mean? Like women, we don't
You're
know.
making my
So,
point, sis. You're
but that's
literally
what I'm
making my
saying.
point.
So if a man goes out with his gay homegirl, or a woman goes out with her gay homeboy, and I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about flamboyant, like he is a fem, he's feminine, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, I don't think that's as intimidating or as controversial as if it was a heterosexual man at all.
Sis, you are bugging. It's not as intimidating, of course, naturally, because in your mind you're like, he's gay. I'm not worried about it. Until you find out 3 months later he fucked your bitch 3 months ago. Like, I don't think it differs at all. Like Jalen in the comments says, studs and gay men fuck the most. That happens. You'll see a stud end up pregnant from a man,
Yeah,
and
but for
not the
men, I
deeper
think
stuff.
it's, I don't know.
No,
If I was
no.
going out with my flamboyant homeboy, and my man was like, absolutely not, I'd be like, really? And I don't even think he would be, because it's like, he knows I wouldn't be the type of person I would, if I'm gonna date a man, I'm gonna date a heterosexual man, like a masculine alpha male, because that's what I like. If I want somebody who's more of the feminine, I'm gonna date a woman or hook up with a woman because I love women. But no, I don't think it's the same at all. But I
It's
don't. I
less
don't.
intimidating, but it's the same nature.
But not that many gay men get into it with their homegirls like that.
I know 2 of them personally, and that's just 2.
Two.
But I don't know a lot of gay men either. So I know
Okay,
2
but do you go
personally,
out to the gay community
flamboyant,
a lot?
flamboyant gay men who have sex with women. Think about this. There are straight men that have sex with men. There are studs, like Jalen said, who have sex with men. So don't like, yes, I only know 2, but trust me, if I know
Okay.
2, I'm sure you know 2 unknowingly.
So okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so you're saying that it doesn't matter. So you're okay, are you comfortable with your significant other having female friends?
I'm
Like,
on the I'm on the fence of depends. Um,
okay. So would you feel more inclined to say depends if it was a masculine woman who identified as being a man or a lesbian or a butch or
a
dyke or
woman,
whatever, well, you know, or
a,
versus a very feminine woman who
a
wore dresses
woman
and heels.
period, a woman period. Like I said, because you made the good point that it is less intimidating for your woman to go out with a flamboyant man. It would be less intimidating for my man to be like, oh, my homegirl, whatever, and she dresses like, masculine, a stud. Wouldn't make it different to me in my head. I don't care. She got a pussy. So it depends on what's the nature of you and her relationship. Where did it start? How long were me and you together longer? Like, it just depends on so many things that I'll touch on throughout the episode. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I guess
I
I'm
would
being
feel the
biased
same.
though, because if I was going out with a flamboyant man, gay male, I don't think that my man would be as disturbed by it as if he was going out with a lesbian woman, like a stud. And that's only because I've seen a lot of,
Wait, you
studs that
said
have,
you said your man wouldn't feel as disturbed by you going out with a gay man as he would.
as I would him going out with a gay woman. With
Oh,
a,
okay, right. So you're agreeing that if it's still a woman, correct?
what do you mean?
You're
Like it's still a
saying,
woman.
like you're low key like making my point. Like you're saying, um, it's still a woman regardless if she dresses like this or not. So I would feel a way, but he wouldn't feel that same way about me going out with this flamboyant man. That's what you're
Okay.
saying.
I want to get straight to the point on this, okay? I don't want to wait to the middle of the fucking episode. Men are fucking opportunists, okay?
I'm gonna let you have this for a second, and then I'm gonna. Okay, go.
They are. So if a woman, like a lesbian or a butch or a woman who's in her masculine energy is out with the boys and they're like, hey, all y'all can hit it or one of y'all can hit it, they're not seeing all that. But like as women, like I feel like we would be more like, I don't know, I like all the research that I've done,
Baby
it
girl, you
led
just
to
made
more
my
men being,
point
but how?
because you said that men are opportunists. A gay man is not a woman. He's just a gay man. So that same opportunist is now hanging out with free, drunk, open women who fucking love him.
But is
And
the woman gonna be the is the woman
yes,
gonna be the one that expresses her legs?
yes. Just because you won't don't mean they won't, girl. Trust me. There's
I don't
there's
know.
probably a
There's
large
no
number.
way I'm letting a nigga in a skirt hit it. No way.
Well, I know quite a few women, and I don't even mean skirts when I say flamboyant. Just to like for the record, I mean like just he could dress like the next nigga that likes women, but he just has that that sass to him, like the gay dudes we want to be friends with. They're still men and they're still opportunists, and I know women who will fuck a gay man on some like we just fucking or that's my best friend and we had sex type shit. So I
But
think it's
over
the
their
same
man at
thing.
home, I don't think it's as likely as like I don't think it's as
Shit
likely as you may
happens.
think. But okay, for that same shit happens, I feel like okay, shit could happen with his homeboy the same or her homegirl the same way it could happen with her homeboy who is gay. Do you get what I'm saying? So where do you draw the lines where it's like you can't hang out with anything that has a penis? I can understand my man not wanting to go out with me, my homegirl, and another man. who is a heterosexual. But if he is putting his foot down and telling me I'm uncomfortable with you going out with her and this guy who is a flamboyant gay man that we hang out with, I'm going to feel almost like controlled. Like, okay, now you're crossing a line because you know what I mean? Like it's like, where do you draw the line to where it's like, are you only allowed to hang out with feminine women? Because we be fucking kissing and hooking up too. So it's like, you know, like what? Where do you draw the line to where it's like you can't hang out with this or that?
That's what I'm saying. It's so like, you got to skate on ice with this, because it's like, you don't want to be like, you can't hang with that person, you can't hang with that person. People, you don't know who someone is really into until something can go down. But before I get into that, I want to read these two comments. Money Mason said, it's okay for men to date a woman who also is into women, but a woman dating a gay man, that's inappropriate and not okay. You got to be kidding me.
First off, if a woman is dating a gay man, he's not gay. That's okay. If a man,
but I believe a gay man can have sex with a woman.
Yeah, no, but if they're dating or together, you know, there's
that
men
makes him
who like
bisexual.
sex with, and there's men who will have intercourse with men but do not want a relationship with men, and there's women who have intercourse with women and don't want a relationship, or there's no romantic part of it.
Would never be with.
That goes into double standards. I mean,
hold on.
I'll say
next comment is really. Can I get some podcast that gay men view a woman's body with envy, not lust? I'm also disagreeing with you, because a transgender, I don't know if you call them men or women when you're talking transgender, but a man who wants to be a woman will view a woman's body with envy. It's a transgender woman. But gay men very much view us with a sense of lust and damn, you know, like I know this because I've experienced plenty gay men. So, and not like, you know, like I've been friends with, my brother is gay. Like I know, gay men, you feel me? So no, I 100% disagree. That maybe the envy part comes from a transgender who has not yet transitioned and wants that body and, you know, wants that whatever, but no, there's gay men that, like I said, are flamboyant and they dress swaggy as fuck, like the next nigga you'll pull walking down the street. Like, they don't envy us like that. They want to be our friend, and they like women. They're like women inside, and they fuck with us. However, they will put their dick in a pussy if the opportunity struck. So I just wanted to touch on that. We're getting way to another topic and just sticking to the gay stuff, but I do believe that it's no difference. It's just, like you said, the intimidation may feel different.
I think it's different. I think like it's very, the circumstances are so different that, like, if you try to voice your opinion to your partner on it, it almost becomes controlling, and it's like, okay, I don't want you to, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel. So we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, girl.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, I like this comment. Blueprint Harris said, I'm gonna be honest, if the feeling was mutual with some of my best friends who are girls and we both are attracted and the opportunity was there, we would take it. That speaks volumes, because that is a lot of what people say. I believe that's what our post said earlier today. And
men are opportunities. They're okay. This goes more in, and I'm not trying to be biased. I am not trying to be, oh, women are better, women are this, women. Okay, this goes into the, oh, it's different if women have more sex with partners than men do, because women can go and get whoever they want, but men have to work for it, right? So how can a man or somebody say that, but then turn around and say, it's different for us to have opposite sex friends? It is, because you know what, women, we have more self-control, and at the end of the day, we have more of the ability to say no. I think men, you know, they're like, if a woman throws herself at a man, it's a lot harder for them to say no than it is for us. That's how I feel.
So yes, in a sense, but like I was saying, I don't remember when I said this, but I had said it in one of our episodes before. If it's someone that we are extremely attracted to, that temptation is going to eat us up harder than someone that's just like, oh, you're sexy and I want to get with you, but we're like, no, friend zone, don't want to fuck with you. Like we're able to say no easier because we're not interested even a little bit. Even if we're in a relationship and we're not necessarily interested, that attraction and someone pushing up on you, it could heat things up a little bit. And I'm not saying it's like, oh, you're gonna do it because, but like you've never even been put in that situation, and either have I, to say that if someone you were 100% hot and fucking ready for pushed up on you, you would just no, cut it out. This and
No, I have. I've definitely been pursued by somebody who was either like in a relationship or I was in a relationship at the
I don't mean
time.
pursued like, hey, we should go have drinks, we should go have dinner. I mean, you're walking
Pursuit, yeah.
down the hallway and they stop you and try to like put their shit up in you, like not in you, like, you know,
Damn.
kiss.
Okay, wait, bitch. I'm calling the cops. Okay, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Okay.
Like, you know, tries to kiss on your neck a little bit, or just like some like real like, you know, hot shit. Like I feel like it would be harder, not saying that you wouldn't say no, but it would be harder to say no than just the regular women are strong and we say no to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not saying that women absolutely don't. I think women have a little more self. I mean, okay, I don't even want to say that now because a lot of things that I've seen in the past 2-3 years, girls be on I'm outside shit. So you know what I mean. But I mean,
Are you judging me right now?
no, bitch.
What?
No.
What'd you say about girls being outside?
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, I don't know. You know what it is? It's because I don't have a lot of female friends.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking from a very biased, like I'm thinking from my point of view.
I was about to say from what you know, how you behave.
Yeah, because when my friends act like that, I'm like, oh, you like this guy? He's got in a relationship? Absolutely not. He's a dog. Don't believe that they're broken up and they're living together and they're fucking living together for the kids. Don't be a dummy. Yeah. Be like, here comes fucking Grandma China. Like, no, bitch, I'm protecting you bitches. But speaking of that, I think men are easier to be friends with. And that's why it makes it so hard that I think men are more inclined to act on their animalistic behaviors because men were meant to fucking reproduce at a higher rate than fucking women. So it's hard for us to find genuine male friends. But growing up, I had more male friends than I did women because women were more catty or
I could see that
dramatic.
For you though, bitch. You were a dude, like, and you were pretty and feminine, but you were a nigga. You was fucking bitches. You were snatching bitches. You were concerned about nothing except that. You were pimping bitches. Like, okay, don't get me started.
Don't do me like that, bitch. No, but
I get what you're saying. I think dudes are 100% easier to be friends with. My male friendship, and I think I only have one that I hold like near and dear, but I could say like, oh, we're cool, you know. But like one I'd consider my friend that I've made my my daughter's godfather. I hold our friendship to a very like I hold it very close to my heart, you know. And he's been there for me through so much. So, and he's just easy to talk to, easy to get along with, easy to vibe with, and it's just always been vibes. But yeah, so I could see what you mean by that, but I also don't have a lot of male friends, and I didn't grow up with a lot of male friends. I met him in '07, and we've been friends since, and I haven't had other like bestie guy friends since.
Yeah, no, I've always had closer male friends than I've had female friends, and that, you know, I have a cousin who isn't even blood, but he is like an older brother to me. I've known him since I was like 4. We are closer than blood could be. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of grew up under him. You know what I'm saying? Like he just kind of like looked out for me, so I was always like around that type of environment. And I was always like, and you know, I kind of I read up on this, which is why women pursue male friendships, is because it becomes with protection. And let me see what else it comes with, because I'm going to tell you right now,
Make that
women,
shit up, girl.
yes, girl, protection and support. Because you know, at the end of the day, women are more judgmental. Women are, you know, more catty. The whole thing's against you. Men aren't as emotional as women. We, you know, girls can be nasty at their worst. So
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy being friends with men before I do women. But I've also read, you know, men like to have friendships with women because we are more an emotional support. They can't do that with their homeboys.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably where the feelings and all that shit comes into play.
No, for sure. So you know Troop, right? You remember Troop?
Yeah, absolutely,
Rest
girl.
in peace, Troop. I met him on a bus, right? And nobody judged me for this. My homegirl was like, oh, I want his number. So I went to the back of the bus and I was like, hey, my homegirl wants your number. And he was like, I want your number. I was like, fuck. So I ended up telling him I had a boyfriend and shit, and he pulled the whole we could be friends thing, right? So I was like, okay, fine, we could be friends. Was not physically attracted to him, by the way. And so my friend, like, she was a little salty. She was like, damn, bitch. I was like, girl, I'm not gonna talk to him, whatever. But he ended up, you know, like, we ended up hanging out. Sorry, the liquor's kicking in. We ended up hanging out, and my boyfriend at the time was like ignoring my calls and all the things. He's like, he's cheating on you. Watch this. He grabs his phone and he starts texting this nigga like, it's the one you met. He's like, where could I say he met her? I'm like, Cayocho. He's like, you met me at Cayocho. He texts back, is this Dominique? And bitch, I will never forget this moment. This is the very first time him and I hung out. And he's like, I told you, like, you know, he like put me up on game about niggas and shit. He's like, but I got you. It's cool, whatever. Never try to talk to me again after that. Never try to push up on me. When I went through it with my baby daddy, I was like, Troop, drive me to his house. I'm crying. Troop tried to take me to his house. I mean, no, he told me he wouldn't take me to his house, so I started walking. So he said, get in the fucking car, dog. Got in his car. He like went there, and I went in, and I was in there for too long. He stood by the door, heard me crying, busted in my baby daddy's house, and like protected me.
And it's because he grew such an attachment to you that was platonic, that he was like, I'm not going to mess with this girl because I genuinely care about her, and I want, you know, I want to be her friend. And
that protection that you said earlier, like, that's what he gave me. And he brought we had his girlfriend at the time, like, she was a guest on our show. Like, he brought her around us, and we ended up becoming friends with her because of that. Like, that was, I ended up saying I never had another male friendship outside of Maya's goddad, but I did. Like, true, that was my nigga. That was my brother for real.
You feel like protected, and I think men do feel more emotionally accepted by their female friends.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, okay, what if you're friends with somebody before your spouse, but your spouse is uncomfortable with the friendship or has something to say about it? Like, what boundaries go with that? Like, what is acceptable, what's not acceptable? What if they tell you they don't want you to talk to this person? You know?
Well, girl, I'm very strong in friendships. You know that. So it would have to be really, you know, really good reason why you're telling me I can't keep you saying you're friends with the person longer, right?
Yeah, like, you know, you've been friends with this person, and
would have to be really good reason why you're telling me I can't keep my friend who has been here far before you. And obviously there's nothing between my friend and I if I pursued you and now you're here, you know? So it would have to be really good reason. Like, even with girlfriends, like, you can't tell me because she's this and she's that I can't hang out with her. What's your reasoning? You know, like, I don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna drop them, I got you. Oh, I won't go hang out with them because it makes you uncomfortable, I got you. No, give me good fucking reason. And if not, fall in line and be friends with my friends. Like, like I said, my daughter's godfather, I've had 2 relationships since I met him, and both of them became like this with him, like really close. So fall in line, like, get with it. This is my friend.
Okay, so we have some comments. I want to touch
Yeah,
on.
I see some people going back and forth in the
Go
comments. So
ahead,
I was
girl.
trying
I'm
I
gonna
was trying
hydrate really quick.
okay. Do you want me to like, cause they're like going at it.
Yeah, I know.
They have been for a while too. I don't know if you're seeing comments that I'm not.
No, I am. Are you not?
Yeah,
We
I
got
just see
Ivy
those
Nano
two though.
here.
Oh, I didn't see
Okay,
that.
so we
I didn't
have
see them black ones.
Lynette and Blueprint Harris going back at it
They're going at it.
for a while.
Yeah.
Some people are able to love their relationships in every form. There isn't a limit to love except for where people decide to draw that line. Being poly and being in a poly relationship for 3.5 years, you give a dog, Abby, they're going to fetch it. Vice versa, it goes both ways. I'm poly, you're missing out on the definition of love if you think it's just about sex. Okay, 97% of both of our female friends, we both fucked. So like I said, a friend isn't a friend. Like I said, it goes both ways. So I guess she's kind of saying that like it doesn't matter if he has female friends because she likes females too. So he's, like it doesn't make a difference if I'm understanding. And then we have Armando who says people make a connection. Cause of that connection will go through with sex, thinking it will make it stronger, but the other may not feel that way. It all starts with connection. So maybe he's implying it starts with a friendship. And when I think it does. I mean, in some cases it does. You know what I mean? Or
you
some
can realize you're actually in love with somebody through a friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel that. I was not seeing all these comments for the record. Like
they're going at it. We love to see. We want to know your guys' opinion, your questions. Yeah. Like, let us fucking know because we want to know. Because please
argue on that bitch. We don't give a fuck.
So yes, please. So you said it matters about it's circumstantial about if you've been friends, how long you've been friends. Why do you what makes you uncomfortable about this friendship? The one thing I will say is if I have a friend and I get with my partner, I very much make that friendship a part of my relationship.
Yeah.
I am not going if we're really friends, there's no reasons why you shouldn't be invited to birthday
parties,
y'all
not friends now,
family barbecues, hangouts. If your partner isn't inviting this person to these type of things, that for me is a red flag.
Red flag for sure. It is. So let me ask you this, because this has been something I experienced. Say you're with somebody and I don't want to say like numbers and shit because I don't want people to take that I was a certain age, but like we all started having sex around like the end of middle school, beginning of high school, right?
I don't want to say age, but we all started having sex. Like,
so what if somebody you were with had sex with somebody way back? Let's just throw a grade out, 7th, 8th grade, right? I wasn't having sex in 7th and 8th grade, just for the fucking record. But say they did that. I wasn't. Don't make that face, bitch. I really wasn't. I was proved.
I was, bitch. Like.
Oh, okay. I was scared of boys, low key. I was like, you want to kiss in the hallway tomorrow? That was me, bitch.
Like a little pet.
Yeah. But okay. So say they had sex 7th, 8th grade. And then nothing happened they were friends, had sex on some occasional night, never had sex again, continued on the friendship.
This is a very detailed story for something that didn't happen to you.
I didn't say it didn't happen to me. I said it reminded me. So, okay. You literally like handled this situation before. I don't know like why it's not all clicking to you. I know you fucked that person. You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Whatever, because you were drunk as fuck and wilding. But okay, the person you had sex with long time ago, y'all continued a friendship, nothing ever happened since. There's no physical attraction, nothing.
Are you saying I had sex with them?
No, I'm saying a scenario, bitch. You are fucking blowing it. But yeah, so nothing ever happens, and then your significant other's like, hey, meet my friend, whatever. Do you expect your significant other to say, hey, we had sex in sixth grade or seventh, eighth grade, whatever? Or does it just carry on? And if they did tell you, hey, I had sex with this person in seventh, eighth grade, are you like, no, that's it, I don't want her around, she's not your friend because y'all had sex before?
Okay, so um, I am all about like fucking keeping it real. So if you had sex when 15 fucking years ago and you don't tell me about it, there's a reason why you're fucking hiding it. Um, so I don't care when it was, what it was. Tell me the nature of your relationship and what it's always been. If it happened 15 years ago and you could tell me, oh, this happened, but we're good friends, okay, that's fine. You guys can still be friends, but there are boundaries with that friendship. You cannot be chatting all the time. I don't want you calling this person fucking on the phone every other day. Like, you know what I mean? If you guys are just friends on Facebook, Instagram, every once in a while, how are you doing? You don't delete the messages, things like that. I'm around when you guys hang out. If you
And
are
it's cool.
willing to bring them around. Yeah, that's see, for me, I'm very open to a lot of things. And this is only because, okay, I speak from a a biased point, okay? Um, I have a child with somebody I was very much friends with for a long time. And I have a partner now who kind of accepts the
The friendship.
friendship, but there's boundaries. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
of
be
course.
calling or talking to you at 10 o'clock at night. We're not going to be saying, oh, how are you doing? How was this? How was that? It was like, it's weird for me because you know what? Like, my partner was with somebody for very much of their youth. I am less intimidated by them having a conversation, checking up on each other, than him talking to some random female or becoming friends with somebody new. And that's because that's the type of person I am. So I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? And I think that she's a genuine person. I think that she's a good person. I think she means well. Do I think if
I think that
opportunity
she's well.
struck, she means well.
Okay.
If opportunity struck itself, would I think that they probably would do something? Absolutely. Why? That's why there's boundaries in place. Check
Oh,
up on
but
each
you're
other. Um,
so can't go out for drinks,
with
dinner.
me, absolutely. Come to the kid's birthday party.
So
Hit up each
so your
other
man
once in
can
a while,
have
but
friends, but it can't be the same nature as a female friends, but it can't be the same nature as the friendships with his homeboys.
um, no.
No.
And
Yeah.
no, and you want to know why? My partner is has a natural flirty personality.
Mm.
So you get what
Really?
I'm saying? And I think that that plays a big role in it. And I mean, I wouldn't go out with homeboys and not invite my significant other. I think it's just a respect thing. Why am I
But
not
okay, what if you
invited?
were invited but you can't make it?
What do you mean?
Oh, hey, you and China should come out tonight. I'm having drinks here with so
Oh, you're
and
not
so.
going.
Okay, that's
We not
okay.
going. We got plans. You coming with me wherever the fuck I gotta be.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, absolutely not. 100%. You thought she was going?
Yeah.
Like, I'll shut
But
that
what
down
about you? Do you
so
think
quick.
that like would you go if he couldn't make it?
You mean like vice versa, like a man inviting me out?
Yeah.
Only if it was the specific friend I mentioned. If it was anyone else, no. And I think that he would like be like, "Damn, I want to go," but he would be like, "All right, it's fine." Now like,
But does he have a relationship with that person?
yeah, that's what I said. Like, him, my two significant others, they fell in line. They were like, "Oh, this is your bestie, bet like nice to meet him," type shit. Um, but I definitely wouldn't be like I met and I'm just like I met his female friends, his past female friends, because the friendships I guess didn't like stand long, but um and I would be like, no, bitch, like I can't go tonight, so you don't need to go. What are y'all gonna go without me for? But I'm very like spoiled and what's the word where it's like it could apply to you but not me? That word. Is it hypocrite?
Yeah. You are a
Yeah.
hypocrite. You are biased.
Bias. Don't call me a
Yeah.
fucking hypocrite.
No, you're a hypocrite. I mean,
No, fuck you, bitch.
I think everybody can be a fucking hypocrite, bitch. There's nothing wrong with being a hypocrite as long as you are aware that you're a hypocrite. The first
Yeah, I
step
mean,
is
I'm aware
admitting,
of
bitch.
my issues. I know the things that are wrong with me. So Lay Love said, "What about?" Okay, she name dropped. No,
Damn.
but that's for other reasons, like that. No, and then Nadia, she's like my sister, and she's more of my brother's friend than my like. She's equally mine and my partner's friend. So I
But
mean,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think they
saying.
would
I
ever
feel
plan to go out without me. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a
yeah,
thing.
and that's where I feel like if your partner has a significant okay, you're the significant other. If you are going out with somebody and they're invited out by the opposite sex, why am I not invited? You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
exactly. Like that's when it becomes an
um,
issue. Like if you're his friend and you're not even pursuing me, nope. That's why like the friend she mentions, she like pursued me once she saw, oh, this is serious, like okay, bet. And you know, she's like, let me plan your baby shower and blah blah blah. And I went to him and I said, hey, I want to make her the godmother of our baby, you know, like
mm-hmm.
she showed who she is to him, and you know that I respected about her like 100%. So
So let
it
me
just
ask you this:
depends.
Are you comfortable with your partner talking about relationship issues with a
No,
friend?
you don't even gotta
What
finish
do
because
they say, bitch?
I
A
made that
shoulder
fucking
to cry
to
on
cry
is a
on.
dick to ride on,
Cause
bitch.
bitch, no,
Fuck no.
absolutely the fuck not. No,
No.
don't talk to her about anything that we go through. I don't care if y'all been friends since 12 years before we got together. Go find a homeboy and vent to him. He can give you male advice. You want some female advice? Let's sit the fuck down and talk about it.
And yes, exactly.
Shit.
It fucking
Yeah,
exactly, bitch.
no.
You are like,
Uh-uh.
oh, I forgot to show you guys. I
I
went and got a match.
know.
Yes, I had
Cheers.
to. Cheers, bitch. We don't have to take a shot soon.
I'm down.
If they drop enough black hearts, we'll take a shot.
If y'all drop enough black
Yes.
you know I'm getting lit when I do my little high pitch voice. It's
Yes.
over.
Dead ass.
I
Ain't
be
coming to
Nana.
no Joes about no personal shit. Exactly.
That's right. Respect,
Mm-hmm.
because
No.
absolutely not. You don't share. Listen, I'm very like particular with who we're even allowed to share our stuff with. You know what I'm saying?
Look at all these black hearts. They missed the drunk us, girl.
Peer pressure.
Yes,
Okay.
let me go get my bottle. But I want to ask
Right.
you this. What if they are gaining friends while you're in a relationship?
Oh,
Like,
can you hear me
after
still?
the fact. Yeah.
Well, I want to wait till you come back.
Okay.
But so Megan Sky 03 said exactly what you said, Broja, and I just want to touch on the fact that Megan is one of my significant other's friends. They work together, I believe, and I met her through him, and I just adore her now. Like, and granted, they're not like, you know, best friends, text and talk all the time, but like I met her through him, and I adore her. So like I said, it's all like a depends thing. I don't just meet a woman that my you know significant other knows, and I'm like, I don't like her. You probably fucked her. You probably want to fuck her. No, like I don't get down
Okay,
like
so
that.
wait. Okay, so we made it a point like, okay, if you're open to like, if my homeboy that I've been friends with for a very long time gets with a girl, I become very much like, oh, how are you and so doing? How are you guys today? What's been
Yeah,
up with you guys? Tell her I said hello. Um, one of my homeboys actually does have, he kind of struggles with like mental health. So I do check up on him often, but I want her to know I'm checking up on him because I am genuinely just, I get concerned. I want to make sure he's in a good place, but I always make sure like what I text at an appropriate time. I mention her. I let her know, hey, tell her I said hello.
yeah,
But these same people sometimes be in your fucking face, being friendly, but they have something else going on. Like they have a different thing, I might be a little tipsy. I can't think of the word, but
no, you're right. Like, you know what? That takes me to this video that I seen on Twitter. So this woman, she walks in on her man and it's her husband and some other woman at dinner, and she just stops and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Having dinner," and his face was flushed. You can tell he's fucking shook, and the woman is looking back and forth between them two, like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "Oh, having dinner," and she looks at the woman and goes, "Who are you?" And the woman's like, "A friend." "Oh,
A
oh,
friend.
you're a
First off,
friend, bitch."
who's paying for this, bitch? Because it ain't coming out of our fucking bank account.
Okay, like the fuck. But and no, he did end up getting up and leaving. I don't know if he left with his wife because the video cut off, but like he got up and like left the woman sitting there. But like you can mask that friendship shit so easily. "Oh, this is just a friend." Like, but why are you out having dinner without your wife's knowledge with a friend? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's
Because
also
it's
very
not.
like
When you
exactly.
start
So
hiding
it's
shit, it's
risky
weird.
to allow a friendship. And then what if you don't know about it's hiding? What if it's in your face and, "Oh, I love you, you're my best friend, blah blah blah," and then turn around, you find out 3 months later they've been fucking the whole time, but you had no idea because you thought, "Oh, this was his best friend." It's so risky. It's so there's such a thin
It is.
line,
It's
but you
yeah.
can't
There's it's
control a person.
circumstantial.
It's
It's
circumstantial.
circumstantial. It is very circumstantial. I do feel like I'm very good with like kind of reading people. Like if a person genuinely is checking up on me, but isn't dick riding, it gives less of a red flag. If a person's kind of dick riding, it's like, why are you dick riding so hard? Like, why are you telling me, "I love you, you're beautiful, let's be friends. Oh my God, you guys are so perfect together." And
Why are you trying to
you
get
know what
too
I'm saying?
close? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you know what I mean? I mean, you can't fucking win. Like, it doesn't matter. I would just say if I have friends of the opposite sex and I always make it a point to be friends, their partners, even if I don't think the relationship is a good relationship, even if I don't like this person for this person, it's because it's a respect thing for the relationship. I will say, I'll make my place as a friend saying, "Oh, hey, how are you guys doing? How is this? How is that?" You know, like if I don't like you as a person because you're always talking shit and you're fucking crazy, I
Yeah.
tried. You know what I'm
So
saying?
listen,
But
Mendizimo said coworkers are work wife and work husband. Chill out. It is such a disrespect. Unless it's like a cute little like, "Oh, I'm 20 and this guy's 50 and he jokes with me all day," like that kind of thing. Like you can't do that.
20 and 50 is not even a big difference anymore, bitch. You gotta be like 80
You're right.
pushing
My
fucking
dad's girlfriends
diapers.
were always 20 when he was 50 in his 50s. So
I never
terrible.
had a work husband. I always had like work wives, and they were always like fucking 40-year-old cougars, or like, you know what I mean? Like, never in my life would I
Mm-mm.
ever say I was somebody's fucking work wife that, you know, or a work husband. No, get the fuck out of here.
No, I had a coworker joke with me because he was accused of messing with me, like, but we weren't. So he would joke and be like, "Oh, work wife," but I wouldn't joke back like, "Oh, work husband." You know what I'm saying? But
Got me
he would
fucked
say
up.
that, yeah, he would say that on some joke shit. But yeah, no, me neither. I've never like, "Oh yeah, he." When we get to work, we're work husband and work wife.
If I
Blue
talk
Pink
about my
Harris
partner,
was doing that. It's an issue. It's like it's not cheating, but it's
excuse
next
me,
to it, and I'm gonna beat your ass.
you know what? Let's take this shot really quick because they did drop the black heart.
All right.
One time for
Cheers.
our regulars, one time for our new
Period.
viewers.
To them black heart.
Mm. Woo. I'm gonna chase it with some more liquor.
I was just about to say I was going to, but
Do it, bitch.
all right. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Blueprint Harris said jealousy is something that needs to be worked on. I don't agree that prohibiting your significant other from having opposite sex relationships or creating even like while with you type shit. Like I said, it's a thin line, so don't quote me, but I don't think that that's jealousy. Um, it's almost, what is the word I'm looking for, trying? It's almost
For me,
like
it's like a
protecting
mutual
yourself.
understanding. It's yeah. Well,
No,
for
there's like
me,
a word, but go ahead.
I don't even fucking know. I mean, for me, it's a mutual understanding and respect. Like I said, if somebody's telling you you can't do this, you can't do that, but if somebody's saying this is how I want my relationship to be, I don't feel like you need this type of relationship with people. It's okay to say hello, how are you? But there's no need to exchange numbers. There's no need for you guys to hang out with, you
Y'all
know.
need to hang out and shit. Y'all like my thing is, okay, you asked before you walked away. um new opposite sex friendships while you're in the relationship?
What about it?
No. No. It's a big no for me. I'm sorry. I don't care how they look. I don't care if
I'm your friend, bitch.
I'm your friend, and your friends before your friends. Go meet some homeboys. No, it's just a big no for me because why does she no. Why are y'all connecting that hard to want to be friends? Like
Okay.
no.
No, yeah,
No.
that's me too. Like, and that's
And it has nothing to do with being insecure. It's protecting your territory. It's people, you never know what people's intentions are. Like, there's just so many things. Fuck no, as a matter of fact, not just no. It's a big motherfucking fuck no.
Yes. Okay, there's no need to be exchanging numbers, social media, none of that. If you walk into work, you say, good morning, how are you? That's fine. You guys are not even going to lunch together,
We're
exchanging
friendly, cool.
information.
Exactly. Yep.
You're more than welcome. You know, acquaintances. I'm not bothered by acquaintances. You see them out fucking the mall and we're together, and you say, "Oh, hey, I work with this girl. She works in the fucking so and so department. How are you?" Because it's rude not to. I would probably do the same thing as just, you know, fucking casual engagement, whatever. But no, absolutely not. And you know what I mean, like. It'd be different. Like if we went to like a Christmas party at your job and there was like a mutual fucking connection between all of us, and I was like, okay, we're all gonna go out together. That's one thing. But I think even crossing that line because they're at work alone together, it's a no. It's a no for me.
So you saying that? What about like the natural flirting? You know, like
people are natural flirters even when they don't think they're fucking doing it. And I could even say I have caught myself maybe saying something to somebody and saying, "Whoa, they might have taken that the fucking wrong way." And it's not even that I'm flirting; it's that I'm kind of like a smart ass. You know what I'm saying? And they might have taken like that cattiness or that smart ass is like, "Oh, this or that." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've learned to kind of pull that back. No, absolutely not. Like I said, my partner is a fucking natural flirtatious person. So there's,
you know, now that you say that, so I was in a relationship where the person said baby and sweetheart a lot, right?
wait, to other people?
Yes. I deaded it immediately after getting into it, but I'm just like, oh no, that's not going to be a thing around here, buddy. But it'd be like, we're at a restaurant. Thank you, baby. I'm like, you know, thank you, sweetheart. You know, just like quick. And I'm just like, bitch, because the way women think sometimes is, oh, he just called me baby in front of his girlfriend. He just called me sweetheart. Oh, he must be into me. So now if he comes back alone, I'm going to try to like slide in. Like, no, that shit's deaded. Like, fuck all
it's
that. Like,
I do think that people are opportunists. They're waiting for the, you know, and it's not even an opportunity to get into a relationship with you. It's an opportunity to fuck, like an opportunity to talk to flirt, to do these type of things. Ivy Nano said it's a big no for me too. Yeah. Megan Sky, it's a big no for me. You don't need no homeboys. You got me. Ivy Nano said. Layla, it's a solid no.
See, so we're not alone here. People are not with this shit because it is like, no. Like, and for people who say, oh, you're insecure, if you say no, kiss my ass.
So that was for you, Mandizimo.
Because
you said kiss her ass. Because he definitely said, we'll say it's okay. Insecure will always say no every time. And I don't think it's insecurity. Yeah, no.
People take advantage of humanity. Absolutely.
Okay, wait.
I love that.
Flying S2022 said lighting up. Okay, wait, he said lighten up. If you don't put a ring on it, we're just having fun.
Ooh. No. But with that being said, we're going to get into part 2, guys. Stay right here. We'll be right back in a couple seconds. Okay, so that last person said that if there's no ring on it, you're single and everyone's just having fun, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I hear the whole if you're not married, you're single thing, but no, if you committed
But
yourself to
how do you get to
somebody,
marriage? You know what I'm
exactly. You
saying?
can't be out here playing with people just having fun and expect somebody to even want to marry you, take you serious enough to pursue you like that. No. Sorry, disagree.
So, okay. So we're talking about friends opposite sex. Okay. What about your friends around your partner?
Ooh.
Your
Um,
girlfriends around your partner who, you know, you've been friends with them for years, you're with your partner for years, they've known each other for years.
yeah, so y'all not friends. Like, I mean, and let me not say y'all are not friends. Shout out to my male friend that I was talking about earlier. He's here, T baby. Um, yeah, y'all not friends. Like, y'all are not gonna go out and have drinks and hang out or even be texting each other. Y'all don't even need to exchange numbers. However,
What if they were like, so and so's tripping, I need advice, and they call your friend?
I will slap the fuck out of both of you.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
No, that's unacceptable. And like, so I guess I'm speaking from a depends point of view once again, because maybe if he called you, it's like, all right,
Yeah, but
makes
I feel like
sense.
we're
Who do I
family.
talk to all the time? Exactly. So no, if you're just no, no.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you even? Don't even like his pictures. You don't even need to have him on social media unless I
If
say it.
your
Like,
partner called me, I would definitely be like, okay, this is how you're gonna fix it. Let's do this. This is like my
yeah.
master plan to
I
make
would
it
be
work. Yeah.
honored if I got a phone call. Yeah, like from yours. I would be like, "Yo, okay, bet. Let me give you some real
Yeah.
ass advice. Let me tell you about the things she could improve on that I tell her, and
Oh,
let
but
me
you.
tell you about how you can fix you for her. You know, like I
Mm-hmm.
would get so real in that situation. So I would
But
sure, but
we're
like I said,
family.
it's exactly. So it depends on the person, but like just yeah, there's not too many
Regular.
people I consider like, why are you calling? What if I didn't even tell them this person this stuff yet, and you're calling them and just giving it to
Mm.
them? Mm-mm. Nope.
Layla said China said I'm hanging up. She's gonna slap both of us.
No,
um.
but I wanted to ask you earlier. So, what about like those childhood friendships that you came up with this person and now and you know, common. You come up with this person and your significant other is just like, no. How do you like deal with that?
I mean, but why is your partner feeling like it's a no? That's where it.
Y'all are
You
too
have to
close for
make.
me. Why are y'all hugging like that? Why you keep saying I love you? Like, you
Okay,
know, I mean,
so I have cousins. Okay, my family is a lot of the people that are my cousins, my aunts, my uncles. We are not blood related. These are, I mean, I text, I call this person, and I don't even, I will tell my partner, I will say, oh, hey, I spoke to so and so. He's doing good. I'm a little,
mm.
we talked about this, we talked about that. And it's not like I'm reporting back to them, but I'm just making them aware that there was a conversation. I'm not hiding something. I don't delete anything in my phone because if you're
So
deleting stuff, if you're not telling your partner, you know,
is there any circumstance like do you do it because you're consciously like, oh, I talked to them today, or do you do it because it's like consciously, hey, let me not make you think anything and let me tell you who I talked to
it's a
today?
little bit of both. It's because I give the same respect that I would want back if you spoke to
Mm.
somebody, and it's not like, oh, hey, I did this, I did that, I'm reporting back to you. It's the same way as I had a good day at work. Oh, hey, by the way, do you know who hit me up? We had a good ass conversation as soon as this happened. And I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that. I'm fine with that. But the minute you're not telling me about it and you guys are talking often and things aren't being
What
shared,
if they grew up with this person and they had sex?
if you have sex with somebody, what, when you're like 13? What is sex at 13? I don't fucking know.
It's
Like
still sexual
in
intercourse.
your
But
30,
okay,
like
say let's say 17. Let's say
I said,
18. And now you're
but
30, and it happened once. There was never no pre thing, there was never no after thing. It just happened and then it didn't.
Okay, so somebody said friends don't fuck friends. Okay, but when you're like in your teens, you be fucking whoever the fuck you can fuck. You just be fucking horny. You know what I mean? Like you have sex with people just for fucking having sex, and you're like, what did I just do? You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've I've had sex with people that I wasn't emotionally involved with before. That I just
But
felt
was
safe
it
with.
platonic? Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like I just felt safe with. And I don't know, like if my partner has sex with somebody, like I said, you guys are not going to go out alone. It depends on when it happened. We're pushing 30. My partner's in his 30s. If it happened when he was a young teenager, I'm not going to completely like shut it down, but you guys can be like
Okay.
acquaintances. You guys
Okay.
can
TMF
be, but
baby
friends is
said,
a
listen,
word. Friends to me is
listen to
serious.
this. Intentions are everything. Did it once, you'll do it again. I disagree. I
Hmm.
disagree. I disagree from experience. I disagree because people can do something and not enjoy it or feel like it wasn't right and not do it again.
Yeah. No, and I've
Um,
experienced that myself.
yeah,
Have
so
you?
like
Have
on my
you
side,
experienced sex
doing something
with a
with
platonic?
someone that I knew, yes, absolutely.
Yep. And now you guys are have a completely platonic, like a platonic friendship.
Yes, like family, and I would just never ever, cross that line again. We were children, not fucking kids, but we were teenagers, and I just wouldn't cross that line. So I disagree with that. Like that, if you do it once, you'll do it again. I believe that people can realize that something they did wasn't what should have
Okay,
happened.
I agree and I disagree. Like if you've done it once, the upper like the if you guys both wanted to do it again, it could happen.
But you both have to want to do it again.
Exactly. And your partner doesn't know what the true intentions of both people in the friendship really is. So that's
So
where
then if your
like
partner's like, "Oh, I don't respect this. I don't want this to be a thing." You automatically are like, "Okay, cool. I get it because you don't know what the intentions are. However, I'm telling you this." So then do you cut that friend off or close family friend, whatever that person is to you, your cousin that you grew up with but ain't your cousin? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you go, "Okay, hey, no, it makes
that's
my partner
so hard
uncomfortable."
for me. That's so
Hmm.
hard for me because a lot of the people that I'm still friends with now that I was in like my youth, they played a big role in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I have many memories with them and I wouldn't just cut them off. And like if my partner genuinely said this person like makes me uncomfortable, I think they have these intentions, I wouldn't say, oh, don't hit me up, don't talk to me, we cannot be friends anymore. I if it was just like an acquaintance or something, I would stop reaching out on my end. I wouldn't
But some
make it like a
close family
thing.
shit is what I'm saying. Like
But
you said, you
yeah,
grew up with your cousins. You can't just end that, right?
no, it's a discussion that has to be had. It's
Yeah.
definitely like a hey, we got to find a way to make this work because at the end of the day, this is my family. Because
What can I do to
both.
make you comfortable? Because
Hmm.
yeah, this is my family. Absolutely, 100%. Megan Sky said my man is friends with his ex-girlfriend from a long time ago, and they're still friends. I don't fuck with her. I don't give a fuck. Girl, hold on. This is for you. How the fuck
But I
can
told
you
you that
allow that?
my partner now, um,
You didn't say X, and if you said X, I totally missed it because I thought you said
I
friends.
did. I said occasionally speaks to his ex, and
No.
I would be more worried about new friendships at work or new female friends or friendships that aren't really his friends
You got
than
to
her.
think about exes. It's not just something that happened. It's feelings, it's emotion. It's a number of things. You cannot no. You cannot associate with your ex. Do you guys have kids and you're talking about the kids? Fine, sure, no problem.
Yeah,
Do y'all just text and checking up on each other randomly?
well, that's
That
what
screams, I miss you. I miss what we had, but we know we can't be together. So hey, how are you? Fuck no.
there's
Hell
like
no.
that's what I'm saying. There's like limitations, and I think that's like what it is. It's like you post a picture on social media, and the kids are there, like, oh, happy birthday. The kids are there, like, happy birthday, whatever. Um, and I think it does definitely scream, I want to talk to you, but it also screams, I have a certain situation going on my end, and I cannot tell you not to do something that I'm doing. I am telling my fucking person I've been in a relationship with happy birthday and things like that because we had a very close friendship.
Y'all have
Um,
children, a child together.
but that makes it worse. We have kids together,
No,
and I'm telling you
no,
happy birthday, or things
y'all
like
have
that.
a
Like,
child together. Healthy co-parenting is beautiful. Being able to stay friends because you are now family because you decided to, create life with this person. Y'all are family in a sense. So people have to understand that. That's why I said, are kids involved? Because fine. Granted, I don't tell my kid's dad, my oldest dad, happy birthday. I don't think. I think I may have in the beginning or like in the middle sometimes, throughout once or twice out of the years we've been broken up. But I'll say happy Father's Day.
yeah,
I'll
because
send
he's a
love
father.
to
Yeah.
him for his baby mom and his baby. I'll just like if we're in the middle of something about the kids, I'll shoot some friendly shit, like give, the baby and your girlfriend my love or, stuff like that. But like, that's
You know
okay.
what it is, and what I think it is it's because I fear probably trying to cut off um, too much. Like, because if you try to cut off somebody too much, they almost feel suffocated. So you have to give
Bitch, but
some
there's
type
a
of
thin line.
leeway.
No, you can't talk to your exes.
But it's different. Like for me, like I don't know. Like for me, I have a very healthy relationship with my fucking ex, and I would hope people
You have a
would have
child
the
with him,
same.
you're supposed
But it
to.
doesn't like okay, no, because it's like no, like okay, it's different because my family. I guess my family's very family fucking oriented because it's like maybe if my family wasn't the way they were, I probably wouldn't even have this type of relationship with them. I just I don't know. I
I
think I
think you
kind of
would, based off of y'all initial friendship from the beginning. I think that you would still have the relationship that you do with your child's father, regardless, because that's just
I don't
how you guys kind of are. Um, and that's just
I'm
my opinion because you're while I know so much about you, it's still you live in it, so I don't
mm,
know, but that's my opinion on it. But and listen, I'm not fucking knocking you or judging you, but I personally would never ever ever in 1,000 years, you want to be friends with your ex, you want to, and
oh,
granted it's not friends like dinner.
I was
y'all
gonna say I'm using
y'all
the
even
word
hold
friends
each other's phone
loosely.
numbers, bitch? No.
I'm using the word friend. Well, they have the same number too. I'm using the word
Fuck
friends
that.
loosely because
Block.
it's like on social media. It's very
You can't even, why are
seldom.
you following her?
Mm. So okay, so he can't. Your partner cannot follow any exes, any
Ex-girlfriends?
females.
Absolutely not.
Does
Absolutely
he
not.
follow
Like,
any girls?
go check.
I'm asking for the viewers, bitch.
Oh, go check. No. Uh, no. Like, and if he does, like, it's like, who's this? Oh, this is that. Oh, okay. And it's fine.
So
But
do
like,
you follow other guys?
now I do because of like I don't right now, like I don't follow back, but I do because of the past year's circumstances, and I just I haven't unfollowed. However, this is a new Instagram. It doesn't matter. We're not gonna get into me, but
Great.
no, I just don't want to get like into my personal too much because I do that too much. But I'm
Okay.
saying no, like, because why do you need to see all that they have to offer you? Why are you
Okay.
following a bunch of
So
random women, that like, no, if you went to high school with her and, oh, like, I know this girl, I know that girl, and like, oh, how do you know her? And then we get to that, cool, but like, if like, no, you're not about to follow this bitch because she showed up on your suggested and you had fucking second period with her. Bitch,
so
no.
okay. So the way that you think though, we asked earlier if you had sex with somebody in the past, doesn't that mean that you would do it again? You're kind of
I
bounce
said no.
like you're. No, you said that you disagree. Like if you've had sex with somebody once, doesn't mean that you
It
would do it
means you'll do it
again.
again. Yeah. I said
But then,
no.
yeah, you're saying that you said that it doesn't
It
mean that they
doesn't
would
mean
do it
that.
again.
Yeah.
But then you're saying if your significant other does it, there's no room for them to be friends. Like if they've had a past relationship.
No, I definitely didn't say that. I said that you are not going to have a relationship with them. It doesn't matter if you had sex with them or not. Like, we're talking about exes, or like, what are you trying to get at? Because I never said what you're saying. I said, I'm
No, somebody
saying,
asked if you had sex with somebody before, it means you'll do it again. Like, you can't be friends
Two
with
Baby
somebody
said
you've
that,
had sex before.
and I said, no, that's not necessarily true. But we were talking about family when that was mentioned. We were talking about family, friends, people, like when you mentioned your cousins that you grew up with and all that.
Why the fuck are you having sex with your family friends?
Bitch, because it fucking happens. The fuck? What are you talking about?
No, what? Like, if you have sex with them, that's different. Like, that's not being a family friend. Like, why the fuck are you having
What are you
sex?
talking, bro? So you're teenagers and you both look good. You would be physically attracted outside of the close knit relationship to your, because like again, this is the opposite sex. So it's not somebody that I was just like, oh, you're my family friend. No, bitch, someone put us together. So oh, you look good, or I'm attracted, whatever, and it just happened. That is very normal and very natural. That happens in a lot of places. It's not your cousin, it's not your stepbrother, it's not someone like you grew up with from 2 years old and in the same
It
house and
happens in
claimed
the
each
group
other.
chat, bitch.
What? Oh my God, exactly. So
It happens
exactly.
in the group chat.
Thank you. That's my point. And it happens. And I don't think that, like, I think that could be a mistake. That could be something you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. However, an ex, that's not a mistake. That's someone you fucking have relations with. That's someone you were emotionally involved with. Like,
Dog, I can't
hell
even take
no.
this shit serious, dog. The
Hell
comments
fucking
are
no. But
crazy.
I want to read them, but I want to read this one too because this is how I feel about it. This entire conversation is this is from Mr. Wise 28. This entire conversation is very black and white. It's deeper than insecurities. It's deeper than jealousy. Niggas know niggas and women know women. And I agree. And not only do niggas know niggas and women know women, like I think as a human species, we just know how things can go. Not will go, but how things can go. So you just use precaution.
I mean, okay, not even just the male, women, male, like men may be like more inclined to, but opportunity. Like if you have not been having a good relationship for a month and you go hang out with your guy friends or your female friends and the opportunity presents itself, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen. Like, so I think that just as a human, like we are human beings, and people forget that we're fucking animals, and we have animalistic behaviors, we have sex drive, we have all of
Thank
these things to
you.
act on. So I think like if you just gotta communicate with your partner and like let them know from the
Look,
get.
creating anarchy. Communication.
Communication.
Because
Wait,
for
Rainbow.
real.
So wait, what if your fucking friends or your partner's friends expresses their feelings? Is that like, oh no, you can't be friends anymore? Is that like, what is that?
I mean,
Cut her off. That's it.
Yeah,
It's done.
I would 100% respect my partner, like, and I would be so sad and disappointed, like, damn, look what you just did to our friendship. But you knew I was in a relationship and you chose to cross
Why
that
would you say
boundary.
that? Don't say it.
And exactly, you should have felt that and just felt it. Like, and that's
Hmm.
it. Because if you cross a boundary, I have to respect my man at that point. And now you're cut off. But yeah, 100%. I think that's when it's like, okay, things have to change. We
Why'd you
have
do
to
that?
vet
Don't
it.
do that. You should have kept that to yourself.
Yes, you should not have said that out loud, buddy.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think it's controlling, healthy, or like a mutual agreement? Like not having opposite sex friends?
I don't think it's controlling. I think it's a respect thing. Um, I think it needs to be a mutual agreement. I think like I said before, our generation and people in general just jump into dating and they don't get to know each other and know what each other expects and our love languages and stuff like that. So, we should get to know what's expected of each other. Like, hey, just so you know, before we get fucking 3 years in, you're not allowed to have female friends, like stuff like that. It should just be addressed and acknowledged ahead of time so that there's no confusion. But I don't think it's controlling. There are boundaries to be set. And like you said, people are always waiting for an opportunity. Listen, have you ever heard the stories of, oh, me and him were gonna get married and we broke up, and then he ended up with my
His
best
friend.
friend. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Or his best friend. Like whatever the case is, people are always waiting for an opportunity, and you just can never put shit past nobody. And I don't, especially these days, I don't put shit past nobody.
I don't know if you've ever seen this. I believe it was Steve Harvey, and he said he does not have any female friends because there was only one reason for him to be friends with the opposite sex, and he knows the type
Steve
of
Harvey said
man.
that.
Yeah, he said he knows the type of man that he is, and the type of things that he knows like his personality or whatever, and he doesn't have female friends because of it. And he says that he knows that's why he cannot have female friends because he sets his own boundaries. Like his
I
relationship, his
respect
woman
that,
doesn't
Steve
even need
Harvey.
to. You what?
I said I respect that, Steve Harvey.
I do, and I think men think like that, and I think women do too. But I think majority, if you could bring 100 fucking men and women together, men are going to majority of the time say
They would fuck
they
their
would,
friend.
even if they're in a relationship. And I think
But
women will most
listen,
likely say it's
that's what I
different.
was
I mean,
saying earlier, though, because think about it. It's so much easier for us to friend zone a man that we are unattracted to, right? And if we are having that attraction, we're not going to pursue the relationship much at all. We're not going to become friends. We're not going to, make a thing out of it because of the fact that we know we're attracted. So,
okay,
but a
so
man will be like, oh, she's pretty, I'm gonna go talk to her. Even though I got my girl at home, I'm gonna go talk to her and
yeah,
make conversation. And you know what I'm saying? So like we don't
so
necessarily do that.
no, yeah, so
We'll almost avoid
looking,
it.
yeah, when I was looking it up, it was saying, that women are more inclined to, if they're in a healthy relationship or if they're physically attracted to their partner, sexually satisfied, financially stable, they are less likely to pursue a relationship with a friend of the opposite sex, whereas men are just more inclined to pursue based on physical attraction.
Mm,
And I believe that. I think men have faced more infidelity than women do. I
for
do. And
sure. For
call
sure.
me biased, call me
Yeah, I was.
sexist, call me what you want to call me. Y'all want to say if a woman has sex with more men, it makes a difference.
Oh, we're gonna get into
Y'all,
that one day. Don't even give that to them right now, cause
no,
woo.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all want
Yeah.
to say that. So women can have male friends and be able to say, oh, no, this ain't happening. But men, I feel like women friends,
They would
I
take
had
it.
somebody.
And granted, if they wouldn't even push up on it, but if the friend was like, oh, we're friends, but I'm about to push up on him, they would take it. They would fucking take that shit and run with it.
I've had a partner say to me before, men only want one thing from you. They're not your friends, but he has female friends. So it's like,
Mm.
okay, so what do you want from
You
your
just fucked
female
up.
friends?
Yeah.
You just fucked up. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how can you tell me not to have friends because men only want one thing, but you have female friends?
So what do you want from them?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So um it's crazy. Like it really is crazy. I think that we're fucking made to have sex and fucking reproduce, and you naturally have a sexual urge for the opposite sex. So you just have to fucking tread lightly. You have to have a genuine friendship. You can't just fucking meet somebody and say, "Oh, they're my friend," and you've known them for 2 weeks. There has to be
Real history, like and like I said before, no new motherfucking friendships. That's not
no
happening.
new friends, bitch.
Yeah, no, not happening. Blueprint Harris said this sounds so cliche, and I disagree again. Like, how is it cliche from people speaking their truth and being honest about how they feel about a certain situation? I think you're speaking from a place of inexperience, if I'm being honest.
We do
And
appreciate your input, though.
we do. That don't mean I'm not gonna tell you what the fuck it is.
What it is, yes. So do you
I
think
wish.
that boundaries are different for women and men?
No,
Like, do you think they should be equal?
I think boundaries are specifically set for whoever, but I think that there's no bias to, oh, this is what it is for you and this is what it is for me. But partner wise, like they can set their own boundaries that may be different from what you and your partner feel about friends in a relationship. Like one of our followers, Megan, for example, saying, oh, I allow my, or she don't like the girl, but he's friends with his ex, you even. And I'm like, no, that won't go for me. You know what I'm saying? You set your own boundaries there. And my boundary is that that's not a thing. And there's nothing to be talked about, but yours works for you the way you have with your boundaries, you know, like, so there should definitely be boundaries if there's going to be opposite sex friendships, but I don't think that you can literally specify boundaries
Yeah,
based
so
on gender and, you know, has to do with the
yeah,
person.
so my partner, like talking to their ex, it literally like, okay, we've been together what, almost 10 years. It'll be like every other year type shit. Like socially, I don't fucking know, like on social media, like, and I'm not like, oh my god, like what are you doing? Block her. If she tells you happy birthday or the kids look great, they're beautiful, I'm not gonna tell you not to say thank you. And I guess that's not friendship. It's not.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be the type of person that's like, don't speak to the opposite sex. Friendship,
Yeah.
acquaintancing, and then just acknowledging out of respect because we're adults are different things. So I will retract on that. Like they're not friends. They are very much
They're in touch.
they're in touch as far as social media friends, and it'd be like tell the your kids look beautiful type shit. You know what I'm saying? So as long as that's just not deleted and it's a thank you, hope you're
Yeah.
doing good type shit, that's fine. But if it's a calling, okay, if you're calling my man past 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, bitch, you ain't got no reason to be calling my fucking man that late. You ain't got no reason to be calling me that fucking late.
I agree 100%. Even back to back texting isn't necessary to me. Well, exes for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what are y'all talking about? Even like I said, my closest male friendships, we don't just sit in back to back to back all day. You know, if we got some shit to say to each other, we'll talk about it and then we'll carry on. But
You good?
yeah, I'm good. I want to know. A couple people said Cap. I want to know what they're calling Cap on. I wish I could read the comments as they
Come
come.
in.
Blueprint Harris said, I ignored some of his other comments, but I just have girls that are friends that I'm not attracted to, even if they wanted to engage sexually. Yeah.
That's great for you because I don't
That's
think a lot
good.
of them, yeah.
And no, not even, there's not a lot of men. There are men that are not attracted to their fucking friends. Like, for sure. They're like, you don't, are you attracted to all your male friends physically?
No, but
No.
they
So that
don't
doesn't
they
mean
don't
a
ever
man.
say, okay, they don't ever say dick has no face. That's not the phrase.
Oh, you
The
talking about the
phrase
pussy has no face thing?
exactly, bitch.
I
It's
mean,
the
I feel
phrase.
that, but that's different. That's different than being attracted to somebody. So, you know, I'm just responding to what he said. Like, no one said that y'all are sexually attracted to all them. That doesn't mean you wouldn't take an opportunity to get your dick wet if it hasn't in a while. Um, did you see what Lay Love said in the comments? She said, niggas sleep with bitches they're not attracted to all the time. Who's
They do.
Dre Day 29? This is one of our newer followers. Said, who sleeps with people they not attracted to? Exactly, because nah, I'm not over here.
Yeah, but do you think you could be attracted to, like, do you think that, I'm not seeing the comments anymore though, do you think that you could be attracted to, um, like a friend and acquaintance, and just still hold the boundary of no, I would not cross that line? Do you think?
If there's no line to be crossed, absolutely. If we're both in relationships and all that, sure. But I'll be honest, if we're both single, we're not gonna be friends. Like I said earlier, like if we're both single and I have attraction to you, you have attraction to me, but
But do you
yeah,
think attraction is natural?
natural. Yes, I've
Hmm.
said this plenty. Like I said, you could
Yeah.
be in the most committed relationship in love, and you can see someone that looks good and be like, damn. And you may not say it out loud, but in your head, you're like, oh, that's someone I find attractive. That person looks good. They just walked by, and then you let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
no,
attraction is 100% natural.
I have been attracted to friends. I have been physically attracted to strangers. I have been physically attracted to people I do not like. Like their personality is disgusting. You look
But you
good,
look good. Yeah.
but yeah, like you look good, but because your personality is the way it is, or because I know my boundaries or I'm in a relationship, I would never cross that line. Like,
Mm-hmm.
art is art. You look good. I'm not gonna like it's okay, like you look good, you're good to look at, but that doesn't mean that I have to act on it. And that's because I have self control. And I think a lot of people lack self control though. I think
Yeah.
that's the bottom line is fucking self control. Like, um,
I think the bottom line is respect.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when it comes to attraction, is self control. Like, it's
Yes.
okay to be physically attracted to people. We're fucking human beings. We're a human being. Like, you
We're
can be
human
physically
beings.
attraction. You
You
know what I'm
can
saying? Like,
say, oh, this is the most beautiful person in the world to me, and I'll never see nobody as beautiful as her. I'll never see nobody in the light that I see her. And
but I
then
still won't
someone,
want to have sex with you. I
no,
won't.
I'm saying like if someone could walk by and be like stunning, and you're like, wow, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I cannot stand people who are like, everyone's ugly except me to you, and that's that. Like
yeah.
what,
No,
bitch? Like,
if a woman with a big booty walks by, babe, you see that? Like, whoa, that is
yeah.
perfection.
Yeah.
You get what
See,
I'm saying?
I won't like over a big booty
But
unless,
I love
but
women.
I'll be like, oh, look at her ass. But if she's
Yeah,
like pretty, I'm more like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
she's
I'm
pretty. Yeah,
so into like, I love
face.
a pretty face, you know. So I'll
Yeah,
definitely point out, look how pretty she is. Oh yeah, she is pretty. She's pretty, right? Or she's cute, right? And I'll show my phone
yeah.
like I do that kind of shit. It's not insecure to be like, oh, you can't have a female friend because that's like another female companion. I'm your female companion and this is what we're doing together.
You're gonna
Um
naturally look at women whether I'm with you or you're not, or we're not.
and that's
So,
so cool. That's so fine with me. You know, as long as you respect
but she's
and don't
not your
cross any
friend.
lines. And she's not your friend and you can't go pursue
Yeah,
her and be her friend or else we got a motherfucking palm on punching your motherfucking face. No,
yep.
I'm just playing. we don't
She's not.
condone we don't condone abuse at creating anarchy, guys. We don't do
Abuse,
that.
no. Violence,
Beating your ass.
yeah.
Yes.
It's not called anarchy for no reason,
Oh
baby. So,
shit. Okay, Abinano said, I can think multiple people are sexy, fine, cute, pretty, attractive. It is what it is. Stay committed to who you're with and who you give yourself to, period.
mm.
Straight like that. Oh, so Love said, what happens if he does that? Like if he says, babe, tell me she's not cute as fuck. Um, no, that's like respect and boundaries, in my opinion, too. It's like you can think it. Of course, you're going to think it. Like I said, naturally, people are gonna have those thoughts and you're gonna have those feelings, and that's okay. I don't know what's on your mind.
I wouldn't
And
go to
matter of
my
fact,
partner and be like,
I
"Oh,
do
he's
know
cute."
exactly. I do know what's on your mind. I know when this bitch walked by, you thought she was cute. And sometimes
Mm.
I might even call you out on it, like, oh, she was pretty, huh? Like, but no, it's disrespectful to go to your woman like, oh, look how good she looks. No, that's not even like a bias or double standard thing. As fucking disrespect.
Let me tell you something. One of my kids' teachers, her fucking ass is
You're so
beautiful.
gay.
And
You're
every
so
time
gay.
she leaves, I'd be looking at my man and be like, "That ass, though." You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, we
Yeah.
both would be like, "Oh," she be wearing the scrubs and everything. I'm just like, "Oh my god, look at that ass." So
Not
you
the
get what I'm saying?
scrub.
Like, if it's there, address it, laugh about it, whatever. You know your man's looking at it. Don't make it like a uncomfortable situation. But that
Mm-hmm.
might be because I find women attractive or whatever. I mean, it's fucking natural. I think it's fucking. It all boils down to um, like respect, boundaries, coming to like an understanding, and then if your partner isn't comfortable with certain things, understand where they're coming from, and it's not
Yeah.
necessarily being insecure, like you said. It's protecting.
Yeah.
what you guys have, because at the end of the day, relationships are not always perfect, and you may fucking jump on an opportunity when it fucking comes at
Because
you.
like I always say, temptation is real, it's natural, and we all face it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to fall victim to temptation. You didn't
I have
expect
gone
it,
through
you
hard.
didn't want to, and
Yeah,
it fucking happened.
I've gone through hard times with my partner for like a month. For 4 weeks, we are not seeing eye to eye. We're not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, we're clashing. So you're not doing good with your partner for 3 weeks, and you have this friend who's beautiful. You guys are friends, and you guys talk all the time. And now you guys are, you guys go out to lunch. What do you think's gonna happen?
Exactly. You're in a,
You
a,
get what
a
I'm saying?
vulnerable
Yeah.
state. Fuck that.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ivy Nano said, no, I tell my wife if I see a pretty woman or a fine woman, I just don't be disrespectful or extra with it. I would love to know, put it in quotations, the nature that you tell your woman, hey, I just seen a fine woman.
And
Like,
does she tell you when she sees a good man, a
and
good
and,
looking
and how
man?
you would feel if she's like, damn, that nigga was fine as fuck that just walked by.
Mm.
Or, wow, this man was gorgeous. Like,
Mm.
because like I said, I'll discuss these things with my man. I'll like, we'll have conversations that are like, oh, look at him, look at her type shit. But it's not on some
So do you tell him when a man looks good, or do you guys just address when women look good?
I'll be like, no. So like if a good looking man walks by, I think like I said earlier, he'll know that I think that man looks good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he might acknowledge it and be like, you was looking at him, or I don't know, like I don't know, maybe
It's
that's
like a
never
funny
happened,
thing,
but
like
I know
you guys brush it
exactly.
off.
But we've
Yeah.
had a conversation before where I'm just like, yeah, he's cute, he's not ugly, you know what I'm saying, like, or
So
yeah, he's fine, but whatever. But I don't come out and just be like, damn, or like, I would never disrespect him like that. And I
yeah.
just feel like, what way would you tell your woman that respectfully? I'd love to know. And I'd love to know if
Okay.
she's like good with it and she's just like, yeah, 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 I mean, goes with the flow.
Yeah, I think it's more comfortable for women to address when a woman looks good than it is a man, because a man is not gonna be like, oh yeah, like I know you were looking at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little more different. Like, I know because you like women in a flirtatious way. I like women. Um, but I know, like, when I'm watching a TV series, and I be watching like 3 times in a row, I'll be like watching it over and over again. And, he's like, oh, you think this guy looks good? I'm like,
Yeah. Oh,
mm-hmm.
so yes, TV shows, girl.
Yes.
Ghost from
Yes.
Power. I sweated him for years. Okay, like
I
for
don't. When I saw him in real life and his social media
and
and stuff,
I
it
lost my
turned me off.
attraction from social media. I've never seen him in real life, but social media, I lost my attraction. But from Power, I was so attracted to him. I was like, oof, like, and granted, my man like reminded me of him for a while. So like, but I would be like Ghost, and I would say shit like, and he would make jokes like your man's on TV, like shit like that. So it's not unnormal for us to be like, oh,
I think it's more comfortable for women to just say it though. For
no,
us to just
like
say.
he calls Jessica Alba his baby, like,
But
and
that's
shit
what I'm
like that.
saying. Like, it's more comfortable for us to address them being attracted to the opposite sex, like women, than it is for us as women to say
For
that
them
we're
to be like,
attracted to men.
oh, I mean, but that's what I was getting at. Like famous dudes, no, it's never been
Yeah.
an issue. But like in real life, there has been some times where I acknowledge a man being fine, but it just comes from a conversation. It doesn't come from like, oh, look at him walking by. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when it becomes disrespectful. But let me see.
I think men are more territorial too. Like, women, we're territorial, but men, it's more like, I don't know. If you're with like a masculine man or whatever, they're just like, not to just continue to say, oh, this person look good constantly, or this. I don't know. I guess we both appreciate beauty, so we'll address it if it's there.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Ivy Nano said, I will say my wife says she doesn't think anyone is attractive. She swears to me up and down. She's lying. LOL. I'll point out a good looking guy, no homo, and she'll be like, ew, and say something negative. Maybe
Oh,
that's
she
just,
loves you
yeah,
though.
maybe that's just not her type, or maybe she's just, like stroking her man as she should. But
She is. She
she
is.
finds other people attractive, like just naturally. But I think it's
She
cute that
does.
she gives that to you. That's super
That's
cute.
cute.
Hmm.
Me and my man be like, oh, that ass.
Yeah.
So wait, do you think that there is like a line between like controlling and just like mutual respect?
I do think there's a thin line between controlling and boundaries, but I feel like it's very it's such a thin line for this topic. This was like so hard to talk about and make my points because it really
Without sounding
contradicting myself, you know what I'm saying? Because it really just depends. There's like I've accepted female friendships. I've become friends with the women. I've known that you had sex with her before, and I've still pursued the friendship with her. I've been on the fence of like, you've had sex with her, cut her the fuck off. Oh, you made out with her at a game of spin the bottle, y'all done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I've been on so many
it's
different, it's
circumstantial. It really
circumstantial.
is.
It is. It is.
It is. No, it really is circumstantial. I mean, what becomes controlling is when you're absolutely like you cannot talk to the opposite sex. Why are you looking at them? Why are you this
Yeah.
like when you work, when your man is working or your woman is working and they have coworkers, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah.
There's no reason for me. There's no reason to be exchanging information. If there's previous relationships before you guys get together, and you guys have only been dating a couple weeks, a couple months, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't do this." It's like you've been friends with this person for years,
It just,
or you get what I'm saying? It's weird.
yes.
If
But
you have a husband and he's like, "There's something off about this," you have to just kind of like re reevaluate the situation, the friendship,
really
and just kind
reevaluate
of
it,
find
because is
something.
there something off, or are you just being insecure because it's an opposite sex?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but
So
that's what
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
that's why it's so circumstantial. Like it's
But what if
so
your partner is
circumstantial.
being insecure? Like, what if they are
Then
insecure? Do you
you
take
have
that
to
into
secure them.
consideration?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna have a dinner. I'm gonna invite my friend over, and we're all
Mm-hmm.
three gonna go to dinner, and we're gonna
Yeah,
hang out, and you're gonna see that this is very platonic, and this is my friend for real. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I
And
want to
there's
tap into,
boundaries. Don't hit me up at this time. We're not talking
and if we're
constantly.
friends
It's
and you respect my relationship, you know that for the most part. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Adinano said, I'm gonna start a fight now and tell her bro just said you lying. That was funny. But then Lay Love X3 said, LOL, I will say she might not be. And she tagged Abinano. She said, because I do the same with mine, but that's because he legit will list the people and I don't find attractive that typically other girls do. And I don't be lying. That's fine, but you do find other people attractive, and that's the main point of that conversation. He is not the only attractive person in your eyes, and I know that for sure. So that's just what I mean when I say the whole like she's lying if she says that no one in the world except you is attractive to her.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
me, I could be physically attracted to somebody, but if I'm not mentally attracted or I don't have a connection with you, I'm not going to sexually pursue something, mentally pursue something. You look good to my eyes, but just because you look good does not mean I'm going to pursue you or that I'm interested in pursuing you.
I'm happy where I'm
It's
at.
deeper than that for me. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
so it depends. People, at the end of the day, it's communication. What we
Yeah.
always say, like, yeah,
Communication.
respect.
Yeah.
Sitting down with your partner and saying, "Hey, this doesn't work for me. This is what you want. This isn't what I want. Let's fucking find a middle ground." Because, but it's crazy because a lot of people are only pursuing friendships or relationships or even hitting up other people of the opposite sex for one reason.
Yeah.
And it's for sex, for fucking gratification,
Mhm.
whether it's mentally, physically, whether it's
It could
waiting in
sometimes
line.
be emotional gratification. I'm going through
Yeah.
it, like you said earlier, like you've been going through it with your partner for this long, and you know, this person, I can lean on them. And now you're fucking, you know, texting this person and you're just feeling good about what they're giving you that your partner hasn't in the past couple of weeks. Like, it's just, you got to tread fucking lightly. The black hearts are in. Cheers.
They're in. You guys have spoken. Cheers to the black hearts. Whew.
Okay, guys, so China, let them know the moral of how we feel about, how you feel about opposite sex friendships.
So if I would have to sum it up, I would definitely say it is circumstantial. I mean, at the end of the day, like, your partner should not be forming any type of new opposite sex relationships while you guys are together. If they are, it's purely fucking, like, this is my coworker, which is not even a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they have friendships before you guys get together, you just have to analyze it, see it for what it is, and at the end of the day, this is how I feel. I'm very in touch with, like, my intuition. Trust your gut. Yeah. If you're not comfortable with it, express it. Do not demand it. There's a difference. If you demand your partner to do something or to stop something, they're less likely to respect it because they're feeling like you're telling them something.
Guys, I'm going to demand it. You talk to that bitch, I'm beating your ass.
But yeah, but it's,
no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just creating anarchy.
Yes, she's just creating, you know, she's just brosier. No, but that's naturally how I've gone about things. Is, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But being with a man that's a little, like, you know, he's more alpha. It's like, if I tell him to do things instead of sitting down and saying, hey, this is how I feel, and being an alpha female, if a man tells me to, oh, you're not going to talk to this person, it's like, it's about just communicating, because at the end of the day, you don't want to feel insecure. You don't want to feel like you're saying these things because you're insecure. It's more out of a respect situation. I don't want you talking to other females because you don't need nobody on your fucking friend. I'm your only friend. You need a female perspective. I'm the female in your life. Like, that's just how I feel. I mean, but I do have male fucking friends. And I don't have a lot. It's like 3. And I've known them since I was like 12. And it's like family shit. And given, I'm the type of person that's very family oriented, so it's like we all get together, we'll all talk. They got each other's numbers, they'll call him before they call me, because I just made it very comfortable to where it's like, if you are my friend, you're my partner's friend. Even with
but there's nothing wrong with that.
Like with male friends.
Oh, males. Okay, sorry, just kidding. Thought you were saying in general, because like, bitch, you're not my man's friend unless I make you his friend.
No, bitch, the conversation is fucking
opposite sex. My bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, because I would expect the same respect. If you're friends with somebody before you got with me, that's my friend now too. If she's not my friend, y'all are no longer friends.
Y'all are no longer friends. You're gonna be my friend, bitch. Like, and we're gonna be besties, or else you're out of here.
Yep. You're fucking out, bitch.
And I call the shots. So if you're gonna miss y'all friendship, you better start falling in line, bitch.
Chop, chop, chicken head.
No, dead ass. I feel the same way you do, though. It's definitely circumstantial. I've been in the side where it's like, oh, female friends for what? I've been on the side where it's like, oh, this is your female friend. Bet. Now me and her are friends, and it worked out beautifully. It just really depends. I do firmly stand by no new friends, no new female friends while I'm your woman. That just calls for disaster. And that's it.
No, that's how I feel. Okay. No new friends, bitch.
No new friends.
Catch us next Wednesday at 8 p.m. You already know what it is.
Yes, we love you guys. Don't forget to click the link in our bio, like, subscribe, comment on our videos, show us love. We'll see you guys next week.